My husband secretly recorded me sleeping for months and sent videos to his friends to rate my positions. I'd been married to Rick for 3 years when I started noticing weird things. We had a good marriage before this. Both worked regular jobs, him at a warehouse, me at a medical billing office. We'd cook dinner together, watch reality shows, normal married people stuff. His friends liked me, my friends tolerated him, and we were talking about kids next year. Then one morning I woke up and his phone was on the nightstand pointing at me. I asked why, and he said he must have knocked it over reaching for water. Made sense, moved on, but then it kept happening. I'd wake up at random times and catch this little red recording light. When I confronted him, he said I was paranoid. A week later, I pretended to sleep and watched through barely open eyes as he carefully positioned his phone against the lamp to record me. When I suddenly asked what he was doing, he jumped and said he was checking the time. I grabbed his phone and found dozens of videos of me sleeping. Just me lying there, mouth open, drooling sometimes, hair all crazy. Some were 20 minutes long, some had zoom-ins on my face. I asked him what the hell this was about. He said it was sweet, that he liked watching me peacefully. I told him it was creepy and to delete everything. He said he did, but I knew he didn't because our cloud storage was suddenly full. After that, he got sneakier. I'd find his tablet tucked between books on the shelf, recording. His laptop was positioned weirdly on the dresser. Once I found a whole camera I didn't know we owned hidden behind the plant in our bedroom. Every time I caught him, he'd apologize, say he'd stop, then I'd find another device recording me 2 nights later. I started sleeping badly, always wondering if I was being filmed. The breaking point was when I was sick with the flu. Fever, couldn't breathe through my nose, looked absolutely terrible. I woke up at 3 a.m. to pee and saw his phone propped on his pillow, recording while he was in the living room gaming. I checked his phone later and found he'd sent videos to his group chat with his buddies. They were rating my sleeping positions and making jokes about my snoring. His friend Doug said I looked like a dead seal. Another guy, Tony, made some gross comment about what position I sleep in. Rick responded with laughing emojis. That's when I really started paying attention to Rick's habits. Turns out my husband had this weird thing about his sleep. He needed perfect conditions. White noise machine, blackout curtains, special pillow he paid $200 for, wouldn't let me turn on any lights if I got up to pee. He took melatonin every night at exactly 10:30. If anything disrupted his 8 hours, he'd be miserable for days. He literally had a sleep tracking app and would show me his sleep score every morning like I cared. His whole family knew not to call after 9 because Rick needed his wind down time. His mom once apologized to me for calling at 9:15 about a family emergency. So I decided if he wanted to document my sleep, I'd help him understand what bad sleep really looked like. Started simple. I'd wait until he hit deep sleep around midnight, then I'd suddenly gasp really loud like I was choking. He'd jump awake in panic, check on me, I'd pretend to still be asleep. Did this randomly, maybe twice a week. He started looking exhausted. Then I stepped it up. Downloaded this app that makes subtle creepy sounds on a timer. Whispers, creaking, scratching noises. Set it to go off at random times between 2 and 5 a.m. Volume just loud enough to wake him, but not enough to figure out where it came from. He became convinced we had mice in the walls. Had an exterminator come twice. Guy found nothing. I started sleepwalking. Never done it before in my life, but suddenly I'd get up at 3 a.m. and just stand by his side of the bed. He'd wake up to me just standing there, staring at nothing. When he'd try to guide me back to bed, I'd mumble nonsense about cameras watching us. He started sleeping with one eye open. The masterpiece was when his brother Kyle was visiting. Kyle knew about the videos because he was in that group chat, thought it was hilarious. So while they were both sleeping, I set up Rick's own camera to record him. But first, I put makeup on him while he was knocked out on his melatonin. Nothing crazy, just enough to look weird. Lipstick, some eyeshadow, and drawn on eyebrows. Then I recorded him sleeping like that for an hour. The next morning, I sent the video to his group chat from his phone while he was in the shower. Full story on channel, link below.